We got new Raidraptors. Yes. 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 All right, I'm done. Only talking about the effect monsters. We'll get to the Xyz at another time. First, effect monster, Raidraptor Impale Lanius. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's how the fuck I'm gonna say it in this video. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was normal or special summon. I really like that shit. One, it can be when it's normal or special summon, and two, it says during the main phase, so you could like summon it, and then you don't have to do it immediately after it was summoned. You could like wait, then attack, then be like main phase 2 activate effect. That shit don't happen when it's summoned? No, nigga. You could target one face-up attack position, monster on the field, change it to defense position. Because Raidraptors have low attack, but they have big asses, if you know what I mean. High defense. And the monsters that they will be battling, hopefully, have low defense. So the Raidraptors can... But this effect is like, whatever. During your main phase 2, if this card attacked this turn, you could target one Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You put a monster in defense, so it has to attack, so main phase 2, you summon it back. The card's fine, just because it's a Raidraptor. The effects don't particularly matter, but they're going to come up sometime or another. The effects don't have to make sense. You can afford to play some situational shits, mostly because we don't have enough Raidraptors to have choices about it. But the second Raidraptor, Mimcry Lanius. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was normal special summoned, you can increase the levels of all Raidraptor monsters you currently control by 1. So this promotes the Xyz summoning of higher ranks. During your main phase, if this card was sent to the graveyard this turn, at least it's not during the end phase. I like that main phase shit. You could banish this card from your graveyard, add one Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand, except Mimcry Lanius. So, you summon this, boost some shit to 5. You Xyz into something, detach Mimcry Lanius. And because it says during the main phase, you get the search immediately. And it's not just monster, it's Raidraptor card. Yes! Now, the Raidraptor non-monster cards you can search for currently are Nest and Readiness. Just the fact that you can search. You got Nest and then you got this. And then, worst come to worst, you can set this motherfucker. Then Icarus attack and then be like, oh wait, that doesn't work because it says during your main phase. I'm just so overjoyed that Raidraptors are getting more monsters. As of now, we have a maximum of 9 Raidraptors in the deck. Damn sure ain't finished yet. I'm just talking about like a pure Raidraptor deck. Not playing some bullshit like Black Wings and shit and Zephyros and Summoner Monk. I ain't about that action. Just bring it on. Come on, bring it on. Give us more stuff. Come on. Because it's so far, it's pretty good. And since we got the search, you don't need to play all good effects on one card. You don't need that shit. You just have searchability. And that's all you really need. Especially when you got random ass effects on cards like your Senjus. You got one that lets you search when you do damage with the Senju, but then on a different monster, you attack directly. What type of shit? But it's cool because they got searchability. Doesn't matter. Raidraptors, like your Senju, like to have multiple monsters on the field because they work together. And Raidraptors in particular, they got fucking really steep ass requirements for their Xyz and shit. 3 wing beasts? Really, motherfucker? But it's okay because Raidraptors support that shit. And I'm okay with an archetype that has steep ass requirements for their Xyz summons if they can support it. And simply, that's all Mimcry and Impale have done. They are supporting the steep ass requirements for these Raidraptor shits. And that's good. So, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching. Appreciate that shit. Before you go, I'd like to also ask you to click an advertisement because it helps me pay my end of rent to live here. Why lie? It takes no money out of your pocket and literally seconds out your day. Literally. If you like me and my bubbly personality, clicking an ad is the way to do it. And I don't think it's a whole lot to ask. And I'm grateful and appreciative if you find it in your time to do that shit. It means a whole lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a shit.